Good afternoon, folks. Al Smith here, getting ready to show you how to clean a walleye for shore lunch. First, you got to start with a sharp knife, and it's good to sharpen your knife with a Smith's diamond impregnated sharpening steel. Get a good edge. Bring your edge back up on that. Does a real nice job. Put it away quick. Stick it in your pocket. People think it's a pen, but now you're ready to sharpen a knife when your knife gets dull. I'm going to clean this walleye on a piece of plywood, and I like plywood versus the high density polyethylene cutting boards because it's not very slippery and it holds the fish, something that I didn't mention when I was doing the pike. So the way I clean a walleye for maximum gain, maximum yield is cut under the bunnies first, and then cut right down here up towards the back of the head, as far forward as you can go. Flip it over, make the second cut right here. I prefer to keep both fillets the same size, so I split the belly. You can use an electric knife, but I always have a hard time finding a currant bush, so I don't use an electric knife. And then you can take the delicacy known as pickerel cheeks. I cut, just leave a little bit of skin right in the front, and then you can peel those right out. Now you want to take the rib bones out. So to take the rib bones out, you have to sever the pin bones, and it's good to start at the head end. And then you just cut down to the end of the rib bones, and then you just peel the rib bones out just like that. And then there's the pin bones, and you can get a visual on the pin bones. They're right along this lateral line. Make that one cut there, one cut there, and then you skin it just like that. You can pull the pin bones out, flip it over, take this little pectoral bone that's on the back side. And a lot of the people that I see clean walleyes, they get sort of stumped by this bone because it comes back quite a ways, and they don't want to hit that bone. So, and even the commercial fishermen I see doing this, that bone comes all the way to here, so they want to avoid that bone, and they don't cut up behind the head, so they make that cut across here, and it loses all this beautiful fillets. And on 500 pounds of fish, when we get a commercial order in, sometimes that's a lot of valuable meat getting tossed in the bucket to go feed the birds. So we don't like to do that, and so that's why you always have to, when you cut as far up as I do, you always have to flip it over and take this little bone here out. Just push your knife tip through, and that'll sever the pin bones. And you want to try to see your knife move underneath the rib bones right up to the end, and then you can see when you're at the end of the rib bones, and then you can just got to be careful right up here so you don't rip that flesh. And then you can just peel them right out. And you make make your pin bone cut. And I guess the way I do it is I kind of make some strokes with the knife, but kind of pull the skin right out from under, and that seems to work good for me. There we have it. A boneless walleye, or pickerel if you will. Yeah, that got a little down in the ribs, but that's okay. And then the cheeks.